Hello, Facebook family. I'm back twice in one day. How are you guys gonna handle so much Ashley blackness in one day? It's the experience. I wanted to come back on and do another live feed because I really wanted to introduce you guys to the OMG Blaster. Hello, Natalie Stewart. Hello, everybody else that is tuning in. Today we are going to talk about our new tool, the OMG Blaster, because it is going to have OMG results. You guys are just not going to believe how phenomenal this product is. So those of you who've been around for a while, hello Jerry Ripka, hello Marie Yellick, hello Crystal Baker, hello Megan Marillo. Welcome. This is going to be a fairly short feed, so I hope you guys can stick around because I do want to go into the reason why I invented the OMG Blaster when we already had such an incredible tool, the Face Blaster. Now, what we know with the Face Blaster is that we're impacting the fascia, which kind of sits like this, like a little matrix of support for the skin of the face and the neck, for that matter. It goes in and actually restores, you know, where we have adhesions, i.e. wrinkles and fine lines. Hello, Lauren Oho. How are you? You know, it's not like we're just getting rid of a wrinkle. You know, the results with the Face Blaster have been people completely, you know, getting, I'm just gonna call it a makeover, a face fascia makeover. But, you know, we've had that tool and everybody has absolutely loved it for 3 years. Lucia says, what is that sign behind you? So welcome to my living room. And in Costa Rica, we do not really have addresses. And so our home is named Shangri-La. And so that's my handwriting. And I made a neon sign for the living room that says Shangri-La. I'm glad you asked because I love that sign. Okay, guys. So hello, Natalie Reed. Nice to see my face untouched by Photoshop. Yeah, it's all natural around here, honey. Okay, so we are going to go through all of the heads of this new 5-in-1 tool. Can you believe that you get all of this in one tool? And they all have very specific purposes. I do not, you know, make stuff just for the hell of it. Usually it's because either I feel like we need something or someone is asking for it. So let's start with the very first head, which is our medical grade silicone scrubber. Okay, so there's 2 uses for this. One you're going to use at the beginning of the system and one you're going to use at the end. Okay, so for this, when we face blast, we want to be as clean as possible. And so using the silicone scrubber with your cleanser, and then you literally just run it under the water and rinse it, it's just so much less messy and less fussy than those brushes or those exfoliators, because those can actually trap all that garbage into the tool and then it festers, okay? So I really wanted something that we could use to cleanse the skin with a cleanser and get it super, super clean and ready for blasting, okay? So step 2 is blasting. Now, a lot of you have the Face Blaster, so if you want to incorporate it, just because, you know, it has so much coverage, please feel free to use your Face Blaster, okay? But what I invented to kind of be the face blasting part of this is a single claw, okay? So this is just amazing for the temple. It is amazing for the jawline. For me, you guys know, if you follow me, the thing that runs in our family is the jowls. So really, really good to just target the jowls, nasal labial folds, below the cheek line. And then for me, those of you who have followed me for like 5 years, my neck has always been like a thing. I think every we're just gonna call it aging woman. You know, we can do a lot for the face, but there just ain't much to do for the neck. And I would look at pictures, don't laugh, and be like, why do I have vagina neck? You know, me and my daughter would joke about it, but it's where these poke out, and it comes from loose skin, but really more that these muscles get overexerted. And so way better than the face blaster, this single claw like grips onto the scalenes, the SCM, TMJ, and like just really does a good job. So even if you don't have the face blaster, you can do these tips and it would substitute for the face blaster, okay? So far we've talked about the cleanser, and oh, I love it. An esthetician, Christine, has been using it for her pre-cleanse and deep cleanse. Thank you so much. And I love it too. You can just drop the silicone down into whatever solution and get it clean and then use it on someone else. Crystal Baker says, I'm going to go do it right now. Yeah, anytime that you watch this, like I just want to, I don't know, next time I'm watching a documentary, I'm just going to spend the whole time doing this. Elisa says, vagina neck cracks me up. It cracks you up because we know what that looks like. You know, we do not want to have vulva right here. So we want to keep those necks nice and loose so that we don't get vagina neck. Also too, when you have tight muscles, it means that you have tight tissue, and then the tight tissue is going to restrict the blood flow, and then you can't get elastin, collagen, et cetera, et cetera. So the Ashley Black Experience asked one of our frequently asked questions, how much pressure do you apply? I'm going to show you this. I'll just show it on my neck. So I'm oiling up with the blaster oil, and remember that fascia really is between the skin and the muscle. So if we just go, okay, this is skin, okay, that's muscle, right? We want to get about halfway in between. And that's going to give us like that top layer of fascia and a little bit of intramuscular without, you know, we're not really trying to dig in and do a massage. We're trying to do more of a light and brisk pressure. So I hope that helps. Jenna Elizabeth says, I'm an esthetician as well as have introduced my clients to the facial fascia blaster. All right, Jenna, it's time to get the OMG. Prepping for breast reduction, so that's awesome to learn. Yeah, this I would think would be a great pre and post-op tool to just use lightly around the breast. You know, of course I invented the OMG for the face, but you ladies just do whatever the hell you want. You know how you are. So you guys can use it on your body. I definitely have seen lots of great videos, scapulas with this lymphatic flusher, you know, using the nugget in new different ways. But this is the tool that I really think most of our OG blasters are most excited about, because everyone knows that like going around the eye with any type of a full claw is just a little bit more difficult, right? So we invented this mainly for the under eye bags, for going along this brow bone here for the hooded eye or the droopy eye. Hello, Lorena from Los Angeles. I miss LA. This is great for the brow lift. You've got your 11s. I wish you guys could come through the phone and feel this, because it is amazing. Like I actually want to stop doing the speed and actually go do this. And then for me, talk about looking crazy. I just do not look good with lip injections, but like everyone else, I don't want the fine lines. So this is amazing for hitting those lip lines, okay? And if you have loose skin, just pull it taut, or use your tongue, okay? Lip, fine line eraser, crow's feet. You can go in and find them and go after it. Another great frequently asked question is, how often can you use this? You can use this 10 times a day if you want to. As long as you are not sore and you're not bruised, then you can do this as often as you want. That's what I really meant to say. It's awesome. All right, then we have the Nugget Tip. And so for those of you who've been using either our big nugget or even trying to get the Nugget Tip from like the Mini 1 or the Mini 2, this is just a little bit smaller Let's see, what level of pressure do you recommend? Lauren Oho, I'm gonna answer that. So I went ahead and gave the depth, but at the end of the day, if you're new, you wanna start light and brisk with everything, or just light in general. And then as you get used to it, you can push more and more and more, okay? But the fascia restoration works best a little bit progressive at a time and not just going ham the first day, okay? So this is a tool that you could really go ham with. If you've been using the Nugget, you already know the poke and wiggle wiggle technique, which is great for tension. And one of the places that we really hold tension is along this brow line. If you don't know this, if you haven't read my book, there is a deep, big, giant fascia line that goes up from the back of our feet to our calves to our back and attaches at our brow line. So this is amazing for releasing the fascia here, which it really can kind of push that brow down. But what I really wanted to use this for is being super, super detailed with our fine lines. So you can actually go in and use the scraping technique. Just know that this can bruise you, okay, because you're breaking up fascial adhesions. But I literally go and look in my magnifying mirror and go, okay. And then when I find one, I just rake through it until that I can restore that fascia underneath. And I feel like all of that will go away. Now we're meant to have facial expression, you know, where we get the wrinkles when we, you know, are using, when we're expressing our face, but when we're relaxed, we can have that fascia relaxed and all of that skin relaxed. Frequently asked question, who can use the tools? Everyone can use the tools. Doesn't matter your age, your race, your sex, everybody can use these tools. Good skin is for everyone. Laricia? Butcheria. Sorry, I don't have my glasses on. Is there a coupon or special going on? Yes, there is actually. We have an Insiders VIP special for $99 right now, and it'll be $149 starting in the new year. So you can save 50 bucks. And we're shipping very, very quickly. All right. Michelle Lynn says, mine is coming. Can't wait to get on the 11s. So for the 11s, this is going to be your friend, Michelle, right here. Okay. All right. Then we have the Lymphatic Flusher, which I have seen so many videos of people using this to like get under the scapula. People have been flushing inner thighs with this, but the intention was to be able to use this for lymphatic drainage of the neck and of the face and getting that into those trash receptacles, AKA the lymph nodes that are right here. So you want to flush everything in that direction so that all these toxins can be moved out very, very quickly. Hello, Kelly Smith. She can't wait to get hers. I see people dropping links. Tiffany, they can have a beard, that's fine. She was asking if, in fact, this actually feels amazing with a beard. If they have a very, very thick beard, let me recommend something. So this is how I would recommend blasting the head, whether you do it with the face blaster or you do it with the Oh My God blaster. But if you put plastic on hair, okay, and then you blast over it like this, and there is actually oil already on this. This is how Jordy does it. This feels like there's no hair whatsoever. So with a beard, what I would do is the same thing. This is just a Ziploc bag, is place it over the beard and then blast like this, okay? Because then you're not messing with the follicles, you know. That's an insider's tip, people. All right, and then last but not least, I want you guys to see this in a live demo here. I'm gonna do it on my neck because I have makeup on. But this tool that I was using for the cleanser was really invented to be a skin invigorating tool. In some of the research that I did, I was really trying to study the capillaries, and there's such a huge correlation between having capillaries, which is the little teeny tiny blood vessels, right? And you want them in your skin, in the very surface layers of the skin. So when we look at old people and we look at young people, it is the young people who have the capillaries working at the skin level, and it just makes perfect sense because basically, like if a riverbed starts to dry up, it's going to dry up in the little tiny creeks and streams first. So that's what's happening with the skin. So we want to make sure that we use our face blasters and our lymphatic drainage tools and our single blasters and all of that stuff to really address the fascia where we have the rivers, but this is for the creeks and streams. So look how red this gets, all right? So we don't need a special tool to see that we are having those capillaries at the surface. So this skin invigorating tool is just amazing, and using it with the blaster oil. I just saw a great question too. How do we enhance the results? So for sure, you guys, normally I'm just kind of like, use your own cleanser, use your own oil. If you're gonna do this, I want you guys using the blaster oil, because the blaster oil is infused with 3 different types of algae that really impact not only the softness of the fascia and the fat, but they are thermogenic, which means they are dealing with circulation. So by using the skin invigoration tool as well as the fascia blasters with the blaster oil is just night and day better than just using an oil, okay? Then we have our After Blaster cream, bam. So the After Blaster cream, it has arnica, it has aloe, it has vitamin E, and it has skin tighteners. So it is intended for all over full body use, including the face. And then this is like your new best friend. So Maria has a great question. She said, I thought you weren't supposed to go in circles. So when you are blasting, you can go in circles, it's just not effective, okay? So if you're blasting, you wanna blast with the fascia or cross fiber. But this is a skin invigorating tool, not a fascia blaster. So this is circles or up and down to side works. But what you want to do is stimulate the skin. So circles are fine with this medical grade silicone head, okay? Now, this I love. If anybody has followed me for a long time, they know that I love to get my butt in the lab. I love to work with chemists. I love to read all about the science. And I also am all about clean beauty, okay? So I'm showing you, I'm gonna put it on right over my makeup, which you can do. So my Extreme Tightening Serum has an instant effect, which we had to use this triple bonded sugar, okay? So the sugar basically goes and bonds with the skin, so you guys can watch right as we're doing this live feed, and you will see. It starts to open the eye. I did this earlier on an Instagram feed, and my eyes feel totally different. So you can feel it working like right away. And then long term, there are 10 different botanicals that I did extensive research on in terms of the white papers that had already proven to impact not only the fascia, but the skin and stem cells, okay? So this works instantly, and it gives you a 3 to 6 hour result, but it also works long term. So that's the Extreme Tightening Serum. Okay, seeing some good questions. Leanne says, do we need to worry about going around in circles with the circular tool? Just used it before and after. It's just before and after blasting, okay? And again, you can omit some of these steps as you want. I just want to show you guys everything that the tool's for, but I like this for the cleanser, and then I like it again for the skin invigorating. Like by the time I get done, I want my face to be like beet red, because I want as much blood flow to the skin as possible. You know, just go type in Google, what does blood flow to the face do? And you'll see, it's a really good thing. And so we hit it from the inside out by fascia blasting, because that opens where those blood roots are, and then we hit it from the outside with the skin invigorating tools. Okay, so, wow, hello. I see Ashton, I don't know how to open the whole comments. It just says, I just did a fractional laser. So probably she's gonna ask, can you use this? As long as things have healed, then you are good to go with this. Dawn People says, will this help with the fat that has become hard from Coolsculpting under my chin? Oh, Dawn, we get a lot of reports of Coolsculpting as well as Kybella. So I'm gonna answer that yes. because we already know that these tools break up fat. But what I would recommend specifically for that, because you're gonna wanna be super vigorous, is the Face Blaster, okay? You wanna really, really go after it because you're gonna have to break down those hard nodules. I see, what about the ice mask? Yes, thank you. So one of the things that I've always been a fan of in terms of treatment is heat, treat, cold, okay? And so for the face, we have this just goes in your refrigerator or freezer. I like things to be kind of intense, so I put it in the freezer, and you can just strap it on, which is kind of nice. And then I have almost triple the amount of gel as most, and my gel gets colder, so you can like smush it into your face like this and wear it for 5 to 10 minutes, and it's unbelievable how this feels. And all the inflammation just gets drained out. You know, there's some fat burning properties that go with Coolsculpt. We also have just the eye mask, and most of my kits include the oil, the serum, the OMG Blaster, you know, and then something for the face. So if you really are serious about it, treat yourself this Christmas, you guys. Get the OMG Blaster and get all the things that enhance it. She's saying, I wish each tool came with its own handle. You know, I thought about that, to be totally honest with you. I am lucky that I'm the inventor, so I do have all of the handles. But, you know, that's something that we could always go back and sell separately if people wanted it. So this tool comes with one handle, and then it is very easy, just so you know. I mean, it's not like we're requiring 5 minutes. You literally just stick it in and then twist it, and you're good to go. And then you take this one out and put another one in. Okay. All right, you guys, if you have further questions, you want to see before and afters, whatever it is that you want to know, I have such an amazing, wonderful staff here at the Ashley Black Experience. I see them dropping links to the serum. Just DM us, okay? We're never too busy to answer questions. We see it like we own a store, and you're walking through the front door and you want to be shown around, and we're happy to do that. So we would love to talk to you about the OMG Blaster, the Face Blaster, any of the body tools. Jacina says that this is the OMG's her travel buddy. I can see that. I can see me on a plane just doing this. Trying to survive being the owner of a multi-million-dollar conglomerate, right? All right, guys. So definitely reach out to us. Let my staff do what they love, which is to help impact lives through education, and would absolutely love to hear feedback. You know, anytime that we introduce a new tool, we always want to know how to make it better or what to make next. We're very, very excited about this. This is going to be, I'm giving you a sneak peek, guys. This is going to have a insertable brush, and this is going to be our brush and blast, so that you can dry brush and paddle blast at the same time. So I'm all about the fascia and the skin. So you guys are in for that, and then we have a whole line of, gosh, just amazing hydrogel products that you can just put on. Like, I'm so stoked about the beauty aspect of this. You know, I was always in this for the health, but it has really been fun on my own body and my own face to jump in and start doing things for the aesthetics. So anyway, ladies, I hope you have a wonderful day and a wonderful weekend. Make sure to get your OMG blasters. It's a great Christmas gift too, right in that $99 time frame. So I love you guys. It's always fun to be back on Facebook, and I'm gonna be back in the States next week, so you just never know where you might see me in Vegas or Aspen, some of those places. So maybe I'll see you guys there. All right. Big love. Talk to you later, ladies. Bye.